Hello everybody, in this video I have a scrapbook process to share with you for the Thompson's Craft Supplies design team using my October kit, which I shared in a video last week. The main part of the kit is this beautiful paper pack from 13 Arts, which is called Summer Rhapsody, I think. I haven't written a list for my video of products used, so I'm going to struggle for this voiceover. Oh well, we'll see how we go. Anyways, so I was just playing around there at the beginning with looking at the papers and holding my photo up to them and deciding which one would go the best with the photo, and I decided on this one with the wood grain and like the little slight hints of green in the corners and stuff, and all the beautiful prints and stamps and distress, just all of the yummy things that I love on a paper. And then just to add a little touch of mixed media to it, I'm taking the stencil that was in my kit, which is a Maramy Small Art stencil, and some Nouveau embellishment mousse in, well, it's black. I think it's called Black Ash, but I could be wrong there. And then just doing that in 3 places, trying to make it look like as patchy as possible, like I'm on purpose not doing perfect stenciling. And then with the embellishment mousse dry, I'm going to take the stencil again, flip it over so the arrows are facing the other way, and use Prima paper paste, say that 10 times fast, for the other stenciling. And in some places, like I'm going over the black stenciling. I think I've added this one in slightly more places, just adding kind of this shabby chic vintagey look. And then with the paper paste dry, I decided I did want to add a little bit of colour, so I chose Distress Oxide in Worn Lipstick, and then I'm using the packaging technique just to put that colour on there. The reason why I'm putting it on my mixed media mat first and then picking it up with the packaging rather than doing it straight on the packaging is just so I wasn't putting too much colour down at once. And I'm also just going to take a brush and splatter some bits and bobs on. The reason why I chose the Worn Lipstick is mostly because my photo, which maybe you'll see at some point soon, it's a picture of my cat licking his paw, and you can see his cute little pink tongue quite like prominently in the photo, so I wanted to add pink onto what is mostly a black and white layout just to sort of match his little pink tongue. And just setting the layout aside to dry for a minute, I went through some ephemera that I've got and chose some bits that I thought would be suitable to go with this layout. Some is from Maggie Holmes', I've forgotten, I think it's Flourish. I could be wrong. It's from AC Digitals though, so that's the one that you print and cut yourself. You download them, you buy them from AC Digitals, and then you can use them as many times as you want. And then the other ones, those sort of botanical black and white ones you can see at the bottom, those are from a Tim Holtz ephemera pack. I think it's called Vintage Botanicals. I'm fairly sure it is. For backing my photo, just used a random paper from my stash. I backed the photo firstly with a layer of black just to help it stand out, then added that rip piece behind it, went round that with Distress Oxide in Weathered Wood, and then I've cut out this square from a sort of a cut apart sheet from the paper pack that I'm using. Again, I've distressed the edges of that, added Weathered Wood, not doing well today, and then I've just kind of got this cluster of ripped pieces. That bit with the butterflies on is from the same paper that I backed the photo with, just like a big ripped cluster of things. And I'm going to prop that up on some just like scraps of craft foam that I've got lying around. The blue one, actually, you might be able to just see some little teeth marks in it, because Conan likes to chew. Conan, that's my cat, by the way, if you didn't know. He likes to chew on craft foam, so a lot of my craft foam, yeah, has teeth marks in it, so that was appropriate to use for this picture. And once that is stuck down, I'm going to play with all these embellishments and just sort of figure out where I want them. So like, for example, that Tim Holtz one was too big for where I wanted it, so I've just cut that in half. So, I don't see the point of putting the whole massive ephemera piece behind the photo when you can cut it in half and use the other bit somewhere else. Almost every single piece that goes down I'm going to go around the edges of that again with the Weathered Wood, just to give everything like this really sort of dark, shabby chic feel. Everything ties in together and helping my sort of it's like a black and white and grey theme with little hints of colour here and there. And then I think I must have missed it, but I did go around the whole layout as well with that colour again, just to sort of tie everything in together. And here I'm just going back and forth and choosing all the different bits I want to use and putting them down and figuring out the best place for them. I spent a long time doing this. I was having one of those really indecisive days, so I have cut most of it out. I think once I put these 3 butterflies down, these black and white ones, which I think they're from the Maggie homes, there is a very loud truck going past. Sorry if you can hear that. Anyways, yes, the butterflies, again, I went around the edges of those and I popped them down with glue dots so you can have the wings slightly folded up. Then a couple of little pink flowers, just because I just wanted to add that little bit of pink in. Then I'm going to take my Tim Holtz, I think it's the Small Talk and the Chit Chat stickers. I don't know, I can never remember the right names for these ones. All the Tim Holtz like word stickers that I use often are always in my Amazon storefront thing, which is always linked in the description box. And I'm choosing a load of sort of vaguely appropriate phrases and words and stuff and popping those down onto the layout. Then I'm going to take this sequin pack. This came in my design team kit and it has some really nice black and white polka dot sequins, which I thought would match really, really nicely with that. So I'm just popping those on kind of like you would with enamel dots, just in little clusters and stuff, using my tacky glue and that little Dovecraft pickup tool, which is one of my current favourite items because it's really, really handy. Then some splatters. This pink I'm using here, this is the Fabrica Decoru chalk spray. Again, this came in my kit. I love the way this splatters. It has such a pretty effect. That sort of matte chalky texture is just lovely, and it splatters so well that when I finished my layout and went into the bathroom, I noticed I had pink splatters all over my face. So some inks splatter better than others, and that pink chalk spray, yep, pretty good one. Anyway, added gold, of course, gold splatters because I'm basic and predictable and I love gold. And then also finished off with some, well, they're not actually black. This is Dilution Slate Grey, but it looks black. Just to, again, I was losing a bit of the black and whiteness, so I just added a little bit of that splatter just to help to that. And then I'm going to finish off with my title, which is from a Cocoa Vanilla pack. This is their newest range, and I'm totally blanked on the name of it, but I thought Captured was a great title for this because I've just captured him as he's licking his paw, and yeah, thought that would work well. So there we go. There is that layout complete. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave all the links to products used in the description box below, as well as the Thompson's Craft Supplies links and my corresponding blog post as well. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Chat to me down in the comments, and I'm going bye bye.